secret strategy to following up with your leads on social media as well as WhatsApp so that you never ever get ghosted again. What is going on, my real estate family? My name is Wandile. I work very closely with real estate agents, helping them utilize AI and digital strategies so that they can stand out, attract, qualify, and book automatic appointments with interested buyers and sellers, all utilizing an AI robot. If you guys are going to find a lot of value in this, please feel free, guys, to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And let's jump straight into the meat and potatoes of the video. So for some of you guys, maybe you guys have seen my follow-up strategies. If you haven't checked them out, I'll attach it and just check out on one or the other, or I'll put that in the description for you, or check out the follow-up strategies. But now the follow-up question that I've been getting from that is, okay, cool, awesome, what's best? Do I need to call them? Do I need to send them a WhatsApp? Do I need to contact them on social media? How do I utilize those follow-up strategies so I can get maximum return? Or how do I know how to see which format or which method is more effective in a nutshell? So I'm actually going to walk you through one of the best and the easiest ways for you to get more responses through your follow-up messages, whether it's through WhatsApp or on social media. And again, these are clients that you've been engaging with so that you can decrease the level of you getting ghosted, but ultimately increase the status of you being the best option there is compared to everyone else. And ultimately, at the end of the day, getting that buyer and seller to go ahead and choose you instead of everyone else. Now, the strategy I'm going to tell you is not meant to be easy. Guys, don't try and always find easiness when it comes to business, because if it's easy, guys, everyone else will do it. So what I'm going to show you right now, guys, might make some of you guys uncomfortable, but honestly, guys, I don't care. My focus is to help you become better. And if it means that you need to be uncomfortable in order for you to be better, then why not? Okay, so pay very close attention, because I can tell you now, 99.99% of real estate agents are not using the strategy. And if you use this to your capabilities, watch yourself getting better responses and also increasing your status of being the best agent that there is, because you truly are. You're doing what 99% of other agents are not doing. All right, so let's hop into my computer and I'll show you how it's done. Alright guys, let's jump straight into the meat and potatoes of the video. So as I mentioned, this strategy is not going to be easy. This strategy is not meant to keep you in your comfort zone. Many of you guys are where you are right now, or you're stuck where you are right now because you're comfortable. Alright, so this strategy is definitely going to scare you. I know for many of you, it's definitely going to put you out of your comfort zone, but that is how you grow stronger, guys. When you try something new, when you do something different, of course, it's outside of your comfort zone. But if it's going to benefit you in the long run, then that's what you should be doing. Many of you guys know what you should be doing, but you're not doing it because you don't want to get outside of your comfort zone. So I guarantee you, if you implement the strategy, you will start getting good quality leads and people reaching back out to you as soon as possible and closing deals. So I don't know what to say to you if you're not ready to do this, but it's up to you. And that's why business is all mindset. Okay, because there's a lot of things that you should be doing, but your mindset is holding you back from success. Anyway, before I go on a mini rant, this is basically the strategy, guys. I'm going to cover everything in full detail, but let's just jump straight into my document over here, where I can explain it step by step so you guys can get a full idea. So this strategy, honestly, guys, is so powerful and it works if you do it. Guys, if you can do this religiously, okay, not to complain about time, not to complain about, I don't have time. Guys, we all have time. Okay, we all have 24 hours a day, and there's successful real estate agents that are utilizing the strategy. So if they can do it on top of the things that they need to do, you need to make more time for this. Anyway, so here's the strategy, guys. All we're essentially going to be doing is that we're going to be using leverage, okay, to create videos and following up by adding value. Okay, so again, we're going to be using leverage to create follow-up videos, and then we're going to be adding value. Okay, we're going to be sending value so that we can get them to respond. Only the best, because no one is actually willing to do what we have done for them. That is the whole purpose of this. And as well, on top of that, it's going to add more likability to you. They're going to trust you more. They're going to see you as a good agent, as a top agent, as a smart agent, as a unique agent, as somebody who's going above and beyond. Guys, the law of reciprocity is so simple. If you go above and beyond for someone, they will naturally feel inclined to reciprocate that. And how we're doing that is by adding value so that they can actually realize, damn, like this person really is going above and beyond for me. Let me see how I can help them. Even if they're not ready, they're going to go out of their way to go and find someone. And it may not be immediate, okay, but they will reciprocate that and you will see how. So let's jump straight into it. So first things first, guys, we want to use leverage. What do I mean by leverage, guys? You want to make sure that you have your leads on social media. If you're not doing that, it's important that you do that, guys. Why? Because we spend an awful amount of time on these devices, right? And where are we spending that time? It's on social media. So if you do not have your leads on social media, what the hell are you doing? You gotta have your leads on social media, guys. There's no excuse. Go and have your leads on social media. Even if it's your previous clients, get them on social media. There's no excuse. Make sure your leads are on social media and make sure that they're following you. It's very simple to get them to follow you on social media. But it's important to have your leads on social media, whether they are your friend or whether they like your page, but you need to have them on social media. I would highly suggest that you have your leads as your friends on social media. Why? Because that is an easy way for you to stay top of mind, but it's the easiest way for you to get this leverage. Because if you're not going to do this, guys, strategy is not going to work. So the strategy, guys, is very important if you have your leads already as friends on social media. If you don't have them, it's time to do that now. Okay, it's time to do that now. It's very important. And you can easily find your leads on social media if you have their first name and their last name. Very simple. Okay, so what do I mean by social media stories? Okay, so guys, what do we typically do? If we want to do something, okay, let's go into Facebook. Right? Let me go into my Facebook, show you guys something. Let's see what's gonna pop up. So, what do I mean by leveraging social media stories? We essentially, I think that's an old page. All right, we essentially want to take a look at our clients' stories. Now, guys, I have people on here that probably do need to be removed. I mean, you can see someone here. Let me get this straight. You became a man only to be gay. Yeah, I'm hardly on my personal Facebook, okay? So there's definitely gonna be content that I'm just like, what the hell? But anyway, now what do we typically go through if you're on social media? We're looking at people's stories, okay? So we can obviously see people, right? We can see people's stories. So the reason I'm saying you want to have your leads on social media is because more oftentimes they are going to update on their stories. Okay, so let's try and see if I can find. Okay, we've got Snowy here. Let's see what Snowy is doing. Okay, that's not her. Okay, working date. Okay, she's working. I'm trying to find something. Okay, this guy likes to post memes all the time. Okay, let's try and make this a little bit easier. I want to show you guys something. Let's just try and see. Okay, here's Kuda, right? Let's say Kuda is someone that I had engaged with because he was looking to sell his house. We've got each other on social media, but that's the last time we spoke. Now I can see here, it's like today's client. You can see there's a Suzuki, there's Clear. So maybe let's say when we spoke, I think he's a videographer if I'm not mistaken. So he's a videographer, right? He's also a director. So okay, of course, now we can see that he's working on this campaign. Perfect. So now this is what he's doing. I get an idea in terms of what he's doing. Now I'm going to walk you through what the strategy looks like. So remember that. Okay, remember that Mr. Kuda has just uploaded that story of him working with this client. When was this actually? Oh, this is today. So he's working on the weekend. Okay, awesome, cool. Keep that in mind. So we want to leverage their social media stories, as you can see with Mr. Kuda. And then if, let's say, they don't post a lot on their stories, then we can leverage their social media posts. So let's say Mr. Kuda wasn't actually updating his stories. Let's go to his page. Okay. A film by Kuda. Okay, yeah. Award-winning director. There we go. All right. So there we go. Aha. There's variety show, One Night With, and then we can see, I think that's his one. Directed a 3-part musical show for Channel O that has been nominated for SAFTA Award. I'm officially a 2-time SAFTA nominee. There we go. He's got a crying face on, so I'm assuming this is definitely something that is big for him, right? That is something that's big for him, all right? Guys, people are not going to share these things for the sake of they're bored and they have nothing else to do. Guys, people want to share these accolades because they want to share to their friends what they've been doing, because we're like that, guys. We want to get that recognition for our hard work. We want support from our friends and our family. Okay, so now he's adding this in, and we can really get an idea in terms of what he's doing. So he's sharing all these accolades and all these things that he's doing. Now, what can we use that as? We're using that as leverage, guys. We're using this as leverage. So bear with me and stay with me for a second. Cool. So if I didn't see Kuda post that story, I could obviously go to his post, and I'll obviously find 9 times out of 10 you're gonna find post there. Now, here's the reason why you want to do this, guys. Your focus point is finding leverage on the content that they create to start the conversation, right? An icebreaker, and make them feel like you are paying attention and ultimately that you care. Guys, business is all psychological, guys. It's all psychological. If someone can see that you genuinely care and you're really doing the best that you can to see how you can help them, what did I say? Law of reciprocity. They're going to do everything that they can, okay, to reciprocate that. So even if they're not ready, they're going to find somebody that is ready and they'll refer you to them. Or whenever that conversation comes up from a property side, they're going to immediately think of you because of what you've done for them. So that's the whole purpose here, guys. First things first is leverage. Make sure you've got your leads and your clients, or people that you've engaged with on social media. It's one of the it's one of the easiest ways. So easy, guys, to do this, right? Because it's a low barrier to entry. Okay, it's not like you're forcing them to sell their house or buy a house immediately. It's just, hey, adding them as a friend on social media and they will accept you, okay, provided you had a good conversation with them. Now we can use that social media as leverage. Very important, guys. This, if you're not getting this, or if you don't do step number 1, nothing else is going to make sense. This is the reason why I want to have this as a leverage point. Have them on social media, number 1, and then look at their stories, look at their posts. So once, let's say, we're going back to Mr. Kuda, right? Now I've got leverage. I can see that this guy is definitely passionate about film. He's a director, and you can see that he says he's officially a 2-time SAFTA nominee. Now, if I'm not sure, I went to AFTA, so I know what SAFTA means. It's a South African Film and Television Awards. So for him, this is a big deal for him, right? Because SAFTAs are like your Oscars, if I may put it that way, okay? So this is a big deal for him. So now I've got leverage as a talking point. Cool. Now here's how the strategy works. Now we want to utilize a video, okay, to start breaking up the ice and seeing how can we bring this guy back in our database, our pipeline, so we can add more value. So this is what you want to do, guys. I'm just going to walk you through everything. You want to create a 30 to 60 second video where you are literally flipping your camera, right? You are creating a video where they can see you, your whole face, okay? And you need to have a warm tonality and you need to add value. So what do I mean by that? Guys, you want to create a 30 to 60 second video where you are essentially speaking towards them. You've got a warm tonality and you're adding value. So what do I mean by that? So let's say, for example, going back to the example of what I was mentioning, is that me and Kuda, we spoke. He was interested in getting a CMA report. Let's say he stays in Rosebank. He's thinking about selling, right? He's thinking about selling and moving to Sandton, for example. His offices are there, it's easier for him, etc, 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 right? So cool. Now I know where the conversation ended off, okay? But let's say, for example, hey, maybe things went a bit quiet, or maybe he changed his mind, or maybe we want to ask him a few things, he went quiet. I'm not sure where that went. Now my intention is for me to bring him back in the conversation. My intention is to see where he's at. Let's say the last time we spoke was 2 months back, okay? Now I'm going to use this leverage, right, looking at that post here specifically, as leverage for me to, 1, break the ice, okay, starting the conversation, and then I want to add value. So let's say the reason why he was a bit skeptical of selling is because of what he's heard regarding the interest rate. So he's like, yeah, you know what, but if I'm gonna have to buy a house right now, I'm not sure what the interest rate, etc, etc. And let's say I told him, hey, look, man, you can still buy right now, but maybe back then, it's like, I'm not 100% sure. He was a bit skeptical. So now, okay, cool, he was thinking about moving to Sandton, but he's thinking about if I'm gonna buy in Sandton, interest rates still a bit high, I wanna wait it out for a little bit, right? So let's say that is the last time we spoke. So the focus of this video, okay, is going to be how can we add value to him so we can pick up the conversation, all right, so that he can either reciprocate that through reaching back out to me and saying, hey, yes, cool, let's talk, or hey, look, I still don't want to buy or right now or sell right now, but I know somebody that is, or I'll get back to you. Okay, so what do I mean by adding value? And I'll quickly do a quick example of what that video would look like. But I always get people asking me, hey Wandile, what do you mean by value? Like, what is value? Like, can you give me an idea in terms of adding value? Because everyone speaks about value, and I used to be in the same bracket when I watch these videos, and no one really tell me like what adding value is. Guys, here's some value ideas that you guys can utilize, and I can tell you now, guys, no, 99% of agents are not gonna do this, or they don't do this, and that's the reason why, you know, they complain and say, oh well, you know, sellers and buyers don't want to work with us, or they don't trust us. Yeah, because you're not standing out, you're not adding value. So how do you expect to be perceived as the best agent if you are not giving them any resources or any proof that you are the best agent? People can't just guess that you're the best agent. You need to showcase, right? Stop talking and lead with action. Anyway, if I go on a rant, as I usually do. Cool, so here's some value ideas. You could do an easy write-up, guys. You can literally do 1-page write-up. What I mean by a write-up, provide a little bit of a write-up in terms of what you noticed regarding the market, and you can do that in one document. Don't make it long, don't make it boring, don't add like 10 flippant paragraphs, right? Make it very easy and digestible to understand, get straight to the point. And then on top of that, you could then use Loom Recorder. For those who don't know, I am recording this video through Loom. So many of you guys see Loom from the property financial space, but no guys, there's a platform called Loom Recorder. And let me show you, because I am using Loom Recorder. And let me show you what it looks like. Hopefully it's not gonna take me to my Loom page, because I'm logged on right now. But Loom is a free screen recorder. Okay, so it's a tool that allows you to record your screen the same way I'm recording my screen right now. Now the reason why you want to do that, guys, is because when you have crafted your write-up, the same way I'm creating this video right now, you can create an easy 3, 4, 5-minute video. I'd say don't make it more than 3 minutes, because we want to make it as simple and easy to digest for your clients, right, to watch. When you do your write-up, maybe you're updating them on the market and, you know, how things have been happening and how it's more positive and successful. In your write-up, you can then record your screen the same way I'm doing it right now. And then once you're done recording, what will happen, let me show you what it would look like, okay? Now that we've got that write-up, we can then record the video. Once we're done recording the video, take a look at this, guys. Now, we've got all these videos that we've recorded with our screen, okay? So let's say we've got maximizing real estate leads, okay? I can then grab that as a link, and then guess what, ladies and gents? I can then tell them, hey, if you want a quick 3-minute video to go check this out, then we can add that as a hyperlink, all right? We can add that as a hyperlink, and then when they click on this video, guess where it's gonna take them? Watch. Voila, and now we can rename that video and be like, hey, quick market update on the market, and then they can watch this video, for example. All right, and you can even have a write-up. Hey, in this video, this is what I discussed, but luckily with Loom, it's actually going to give you a quick summary, and then it's also going to show you the chapters, right? But if it's a 3-minute video, I mean, yeah, you can add in chapters, but then they can fast forward to see what they like, and on top of that, it will tell you if they viewed the video or not. So it's going to show you, okay, this is how many views you have, all right, from that video. Like, hey, Kuda checked out your video as an example, okay? But anyway, you want to record your screen, guys, through Loom Recorder of that write-up, just to give a quick summary and maybe to add a little bit of more context that you wouldn't put on the page. Because remember, we don't want to add paragraphs, guys. People don't want to read gang paragraphs, right? They want something simple, straight to the point, okay? And then the Loom Recorder is going to be there for you to add a little bit of context in terms of what you're saying so they fully understand. Okay, now that is a digital copy that you can provide, and you can send that over to him, for example, through WhatsApp. Or you can literally print out a physical copy and then create a QR code where they can use their phone, scan it, and then watch the actual video, right? Then they can scan it and watch the actual video. All right, now let's say, for example, you've been to Kuda's house, you know where he stays. You can literally just mail it and send it over to him. How often do people get mails? Well, not a lot now, right? So if he gets a mail and he sees that it's from you, and you personally, let's say you did a personal written hand write-up, right? Let's say you have your page, right? This is a strategy, guys. You guys can utilize. It's so simple. Oh, man. So powerful. You could have a page, right? Have a page. Maybe it's got your letterhead, and then it's got the QR code already that's embedded in your page. Then leave the page, let's say, a bit blank. Or you can actually have your write-up, but then at the bottom, what you can do is you can add a little quick note. So what I mean by that is, have the page, have all that information there, and then maybe leave like a tiny space at the bottom where you can say something personal, okay? So I'll give you an example in terms of how that will work. So I'd have that page, have a mini write-up, have the QR code for them to go check out the video, but at the bottom, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take my pen and write down a personal note and have my signature. Okay, but how do I do that? Well, number one, I would print out that page, right? Let's say I'll print out like 10 pages. I'd print out 10 pages as an example. Remember, it's got the text, it's got the QR code, it's got the letterhead, and then I'm going to use my pen and be like, warm regards, Kuda, looking forward to hearing from you, and then I sign. And then I can say, warm regards, Jessica, looking forward to hearing from you, and then I sign. So let's say I've got 10 leads I want to send that over to, direct mail, immediately to their addresses because I know where they stay. Then I can literally just mail that towards them so that when they view that page, they're like, oh, damn. It's personal because you wrote it down. And then guess what? They can use their phone, scan the QR code, and watch the video. Okay? That is if you want to print out physical copies. I would say that's another great way to get an instant response. Now, what is that going to do? The lead is going to be like, oh my God, this is so personal. I like that this agent went over and above. Now, the law of reciprocity is going to come into play because even if Kuda's not ready yet, okay, two things will happen. Law of reciprocity is like, damn, this person went all out, all and above. I'm actually going to respond to him. I'm actually going to give him a call. Or when you follow up, he's going to answer your messages. Like, hey, I received your letter. Thank you so much, man. I haven't received that in a long time because who's doing that? Nobody, guys. No one. Okay? Or you can send a digital copy. Right? You can send a digital copy, send everything as is, have the QR code or have the hyperlink and get them to watch it on their phones. Either or they work, but you have to figure out how your clients will respond best. Then we've got ebooks. Okay, you can create an ebook. Let's say, for example, you have different types of. This is why it's important, guys, to understand what your leads want. Let's say, for majority of your sellers, they don't want to sell right now because of the market. Then you can create an ebook that's going to help people understand how to navigate the market right now in today's interest rates. Make sure that ebook is about 10, 15, 20 pages long. Guys, you can go on Canva and create one. It's so simple. Okay? Create that ebook. And then what you can also do is you could literally have a Loom Recorder where you're covering the ebook and providing a little bit of updates, and then even add QR codes in that ebook, so if they want to go check it out, they can go scan it. What you can also do, guys, as I said, you can print out a physical copy, and you can actually even create your own handmade copy and be like, hey Kuda, I was thinking about you and I created this. Let me know what you think. Scan the QR code where I explain this ebook in detail. Print out that ebook, guys, put it in a direct mail, send it over to them. Okay, that, guys, already is putting you at such a higher status, at such a high level. They're like, damn, I really wish most estate agents operated like this, but nobody's doing that, guys. Nobody is willing to go that far and above for their clients, and that's why you have average or you are underwhelmed when it comes to your leads. This is what it takes, guys. If you really want to dominate, you have to think outside of the box. Okay, so you can either have a digital copy, send it over to them, and you can also send them a physical copy. I can tell you now, the physical copy adds more weight, because you went above and beyond for the person. And while we're doing that, we want to add value so that there's the law of reciprocity, where it's like, damn, this person went above and beyond for me. They're going to remember you forever. All right, we can all remember something that someone did for us that we typically didn't get. All right. I had a woman where I took her out for a weekend for her birthday, and she had never, ever, ever had somebody do that for her. Guess what? She will never forget me because of what I did, because it's never happened to her. So you want to have the same effect and memory with your buyers and sellers so that they see you as the best or someone who's done and went above and beyond. All right. Now, with that lady that I took her out for a weekend for her birthday, and I made sure it was an amazing experience, unfortunately, we separated. Okay, and it didn't end well, I suppose, right? But we did it in a respectful way. On my birthday, guess what? She bought me a gift. She didn't have to buy me a gift because I know she wasn't working at that time, but she went above and beyond to reciprocate that same energy that I gave for her. That is how we work as humans, guys. So if you understand the psychological element of this, guys, you can actually see, damn, all I'm asking my clients is to keep on giving. Many agents are takers, right? Oh, yes, they're taking. But not many agents are giving. You want to switch that, guys. The top guys are givers. You give, and then you can start taking. And trust me, when you start to take, oh man, your business is going to blow up. All right? Or you can do a video walkthrough. Okay, you can either create a PDF of you walking through the market. Let's say, for example, you open up your laptop and you're walking through the interest rates. Let's say you've got some tools where it walks them through the market and say, hey, this is what's going on, and boom, boom, boom. And then you can just have a video walkthrough, okay, of that. But you can put that in a documentation, like, hey, go check out this video, or you can send them a link, okay? Or you can put that all in a page. All right, maybe have a mini write-up and then have the link, and then they can click on, or you can have the QR code where they can scan the QR code, all right, and they can watch that video walkthrough. There's so many ways, guys, you can add value, but you have to think outside the box, and I'm giving you guys ideas. Now, many of you guys might be thinking, oh, I'm so afraid. I don't know if I can actually do this. I don't know. Guys, then I don't know. I really don't know, right? At the end of the day, guys, if you really want to blow up in real estate, if you want to dominate, you have to be willing to do what most people won't do. There's a reason why, guys, we could have, it's interesting because I remember I saw a Lamborghini Revuelto. It's one of the new models that Lamborghini has released. I actually saw them, and I think there's only 1 or 2 here in South Africa. I remember seeing it drive past, I think it was Mode Street in Sandton. Okay, I think it's right opposite Saint on that road by Zeus, or by what's it called, the Bullhead or the Bull's Run or something like that, those restaurants. So I was driving past, and what's interesting, guys, is that I was driving in the opposite direction, but the way that car got so much attention from everyone, it's like everyone stopped what they were doing and they were paying attention to that car. Now, why did they pay attention to that car? Because that car is unusual. It's not a common car. You don't typically see it all the time. All right? So that's what caught people's attention. And that is exactly how success is, guys. Successful people are like that Lamborghini Revuelto. They are different, okay? They stand out. And that's why people can't help but stare and look at that car. Now, guess what? When that person, whoever that type of person that walks out, people can admire that person. Why? Because he's, quote unquote, successful. All right, because they know that to achieve that kind of success, you cannot do what everyone else does. You have to stand out. You have to be abnormal. So the reason why that car was abnormal and it got attention, the reason why the car got attention is because it's abnormal. You don't typically see those cars. But had a Toyota Taz driven past, people wouldn't even pay attention because it's a normal car. So the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is that if you want to stand out, you have to be like a Lamborghini Revuelto, because it's very rare. It's not something that you see all the time. Okay, so that's why getting outside of your comfort zone is important. Successful people get outside of their comfort zones. They have to do that in order for them to stand out. And this is why the strategy is one of the best ways to go around it. Okay, so let me give you guys a quick example in terms of how I would do this. Okay, so let me go into Kuda. There's a 3-part musical. Okay, that's what I would do, guys. Now, once I've seen what Kuda has been speaking about, remember, the whole purpose of this video is for me to get his attention so I can get him to respond, or I can put that all in the write-up, okay, in the letter, and send it over to him. But this is what I would do when I'm following up. So I'd be like, hey, how's it going, Kuda, man? I trust you well. First of all, I just want to say congratulations on getting that SAFTA nominee. I mean, it's always so amazing to see you excel in your career. I think we're always wanting to do the best that we can to reach the next level. I just want to say I'm really, really, really proud of you, man. Big shout out to you. Let me know how that goes. Anyways, I know the last time that we spoke a couple of weeks ago, you weren't looking to sell, and I totally understand that. I totally get that. But there's been some new information that I've just found, which I think would really, really, really get you excited. So what I've done is I've actually sent you a quick documentation. It's not going to take too much of your time, just takes you 3 minutes. Go check it out. There's also a mini video that will break it down for you in terms of this new information, which I know for a fact will definitely benefit you. Anyways, Kuda, big ups, big shout out to you, and let's talk soon. Let me know if it makes sense for us to have a conversation after this. Take care. Boom, done. And then I send that video via WhatsApp. Now, guess what? When Kuda gets that notification, you'll see I send him a video. We're all curious, guys. We have curious nature. So guess what he's going to see? He's going to click on it. He's going to open up. And he's actually going to see my face. And he's like, okay, wonder what this guy's saying. Because how often do you get a video of someone sending you a video message of them recording? It shows that you're paying attention. It shows that you care. And then now he's going to look at that video. He's like, damn, okay, let me watch it. And then he's watching it. It's literally a 30-second video, guys. It's a 30-second video. So it's like, oh, okay, this can't be bad. It's just 30 seconds. Let me see what he has to say. Now he's going to watch that video. And first things first, the fact that you spoke about big ups to nomination as an example, he's gonna be like, damn, okay, thank you, man. Like, you know, he feels good because he's like, okay, wow, this person actually paid attention. And then because I've warmed him up and he's now more receptive, then I can get to the purpose of the video, which is, hey, something came up on my desk a couple of weeks ago regarding the market. I know this is what you weren't ready, which I totally understand, but I actually wanted to share this information with you. So what am I doing there? Hey, look, I know you aren't ready, but something came up and I really want you to see it. I'm adding curiosity. Okay, and I'm also making it seem like, hey, dude, there's no pressure. I just actually wanted to share this with you. So guess what's gonna happen? Because I recorded that video, I went out of my way and I congratulated him, and now I've got this, hey, by the way, this is what I wanted to share with you. Now I've added a curiosity. Now he's curious. Now he wants to know, okay, what is this thing that had popped up on my desk, okay, which might intrigue me. And then now he's going to open up that documentation and he's going to see the write-up. And then he's going to click on that video. He's going to watch the video. And again, depending in terms of where you want that conversation to go, that is the best way, guys, to get people to follow up in a nutshell. That's literally what it looks like. So if we had to just go back here to the free form, that's exactly what you guys got to do, guys. All right, utilize leverage. You don't have to go through their posts. You can do this through LinkedIn. You can do this through their WhatsApp stories, guys. If you find a WhatsApp story that you like, boom, done. Record it, send it over. Okay, you can do this if you see it on Instagram, or if you can do it through their posts. Either way, guys, use that so you can find the leverage. Once you've got the leverage, create that 30 to 60 second video. Make sure it's front camera facing so they can see that you actually care and you give a damn. Make sure you've got a warm tonality. You saw I was smiling, I was calm, I was chilled. Then you want to add value. How do you want to add value? Do the write-up, do the ebook, or utilize the video walkthrough, okay? If you do this, guys, you are going to create such a powerful relationship with your leads that they are going to brag about you, speak about you, and apply the law of reciprocity. And that's literally by bragging about you, speaking about you, talking about you to their friends and family and things like that. So that even if they're not ready, they'll respond and say, hey, look, man, I appreciate what you've done, but I'm not ready. But if I am, I will get back to you. And they will get back to you because now you've essentially embedded that experience where they're like, damn, this guy went above and beyond for me. So when I'm ready, I'll reach out to him. So that even if 10,000 agents contact him during that period, he'll never forget you because you provided that experience. The same way I provided that experience to the lady that I took out for a weekend for her birthday. She'll never forget that, and therefore they'll never forget that. Therefore, you are at the top of their list once they're ready. Or they will refer you to someone who they know is either ready to buy or sell. And they're going to speak highly of you because of what you've done. Guys, it's really that simple. You just have to stand out. Step out of this damn stupid traditional mindset. Get out of that zone, guys. Get out of that zone. I'm tired of seeing agents just doing the same old shit and then they complain and say, oh, well, nothing's working for me. Yeah, because you're doing what everyone else is doing. Okay? So use these strategies. I don't care if it makes you feel uncomfortable. It's meant to make you feel uncomfortable, guys. Greatness doesn't come from the comfort of your couch. It comes from you going out there doing hard things and making those hard things your ally. All right? The person who's going there, the thing that's actually going to help you stand out. That is every secret to every successful agent that I've worked with. Being uncomfortable and doing it anyway. Anyways, guys, if you got a lot of value from that, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Share this with an agent who you know for a fact will get a lot of value from this. I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Take care and cheers.